I know I just slammed it on there, but PRL is such a great company that they package all of their stuff really good, so I could just throw it and I don't gotta worry about getting damaged. On top of that, it has billet end tanks, so it's not gonna get damaged, I think. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I looked at it a little bit before the video, so I kind of see what it looks like, but either way, here's the unboxing. But look at this. You don't ever gotta worry about your Amazon Prime driver, FedEx, UPS, any of those guys. Like, this thing is secure. All right. Bam. PRL does such a sick job, dude. These end tanks, like, I think a lot of you guys take it for granted because depending on how long you've been in the car industry or just an enthusiast, you used to have to pay a lot of money to get quality parts like this, and now it's just kind of like the standard. So it's pretty sick. And obviously PRL stamped PRL on there already, so thank you guys. A huge shout out to PRL. We're back with another Civic Type R video. It's a 2023, aka FL5. Got Daniel in the driver's seat doing some more baseline. So if you saw the last video, we did the comparison with the new downpipe that we just installed. And now, well, we've got the intercooler installed. And if you're wondering, hey, Ososik, why are you wearing the same shirt? Well, because in reality, we did all this in pretty much one day, but we're separating in separate videos, and we're just trying to get all the data we need for just future reference, really. So right now, same tune is going to be this Parametric Stage 0.91 tune. That way, again, we just have actual back-to-back data to be able to compare with all the mods that we're doing. So we'll be able to compare the intercooler changes with the downpipe that we just did, and also comparing it to just the Parametric Stage tune while the car was still 100% stock. And then we'll also get to compare it to what the car did stock from the factory. The other thing we could probably compare it to, which may or may not make less or more horsepower, is when we threw ethanol in here. So we still have those dyno plots that we can compare what we did, the power figures, what we made with ethanol, which is like an E40 blend, to what we're doing now. Now what would be pretty sick is with pump gas, if we can match what we made with ethanol on pump gas with these new mods, that's gonna be dope, because, well, the minute we put ethanol back in the car, it's gonna be even faster. So let's just see what this does and get it over with. All right, so we just got to take off the stock intercooler. It's a couple bolts and some brackets that just hold it into place, but this, once the bumper's off, is really simple. All right, so I got my boy Edgar out here helping me out. So out with the stock, let's in with the medium. Should we just run a pipe?
Let's do it.
So you guys know it's stock. This is Honda right there. Cool, so let's carry this. Should be able to carry it. A couple bugs on there, but look at this. Dude, this is like no comparison at all. Now don't get me wrong, stock, it's amazing, but this is why we do what we do. We always want to just make things even better. So honestly, PRL, as always, they're doing a sick job. Just the end tanks alone. That's a shame that you won't really get to see all of it, but at least you'll see this. You won't even really see that though. You'll see that. Just kidding. All right, time to install the PRL one. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this one. All right, so with the extra help, I got the homie with the intercooler, but don't forget, guys, you need to get the gaskets out. Just get the ones from the stock intercooler, and because it's a direct OE replacement, PRL's got you covered. With a super easy install. Sometimes you just gotta put technology down because it's just a tight squeeze, so you gotta focus. But that's what it looks like. We'll fix this right now. I'm gonna find a nice little spot for that, but this thing looks sick. Alright, so far the highest we've seen is about just a little over 20 horsepower gain just by swapping the intercooler. And this is literally back-to-back tests from baselining from when we had the downpipe on. Same conditions, probably 30 minutes apart. So yeah, the PRL intercooler definitely made a huge difference. And I'm sure, well, definitely even with just the temps, helps keep everything cool. We're gonna do the last baseline, see what's up. All right, so I didn't get to record this part, but I'm just gonna do a voiceover with the plots. So with the Type R with the PRL intercooler, a custom catless downpipe, and the Powermetric Stage 0.91, the car made 337 wheel horsepower and 367 foot-pounds of torque. Now, let's compare that to only the downpipe and the Powermetric Stage tune. And this dyno graph is literally the before and after by just switching over to the PRL intercooler. And as you can see, if you look at the dates and cross-reference that to our last video with the downpipe install, it was all done the same day we changed the intercooler on the dyno. And the results honestly kind of shocked all of us. We know it's a big deal, but especially being where we're at, which is in the desert, and we see triple digits, you'll definitely see some huge gains, and especially really helps with cooling in the summer. But we saw 23 wheel horsepower gain and 10 foot-pounds of torque with 0 tuning changes. So it's still on the Powermetric Stage 0.91 just to keep everything like variables just the same and consistent when we do this testing. So now when we compare it to stock, you'll see that originally the car made 270 wheel horsepower and 312 foot-pounds of torque compared to now, which it makes 337 and 367. So big difference. And again, obviously different days and different temperatures and different locations and different dynos will always read different. But the baselines that we did with this car was literally done the same day we did the first modification, which was the Honda Flash Pro tune. So that's the baseline we're using, and the conditions weren't so favorable, and especially coming into summer doing all these mods, it's going to be the same thing. But we know just by going into a cooler area, the car's going to pick up power. But so far, honestly, the intercooler is definitely worth it. Definitely recommend it. And if you guys haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video because we got a lot more coming. And yes, if you're still watching this, we still have 11th gen Civic Si content to share with you guys.